Peace, family. Peace, family. Peace, family. What's up, everybody? What's up? Peace, and gratitude to everybody coming in. Peace and gratitude to everybody coming in. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today, y'all? We're gonna do a Q&A tonight, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We're gonna do a Q&A tonight. And see where it takes us. I'll be on here for probably like an hour tonight, y'all. So we probably do like an hour tonight. Hope everybody's had a good week this week. For anybody who are waiting on their medallions, everything's been sent out. All right. So everybody should have their medallions. Excuse me, should have them, or they should. You should have received an email already and a tracking number for your medallion. All right. Now, as far as restocking, I don't know if you guys saw it on the website or not, but I'm going to be releasing 100 to about 120 medallions every month. Okay. Every month. So if you didn't get one last month, y'all hold on. Y'all hold on 1 second. So if you didn't get one last month, family, okay, you can get one October. So the medallions, I've already ordered them, and I've already been told there's going to be a delay. So they're not going to ship to me until about the 17th of October. So I usually give the medallions out between the 15th and the 20th of every month, but it's going to be a little bit of a delay. All right. So I'm not going to get them until about like the 17th. All right. They usually take about 4 days to get to me. All right. So you will be able to get a medallion every month. Now, people may ask, why are you only releasing 100 at a time, Brother Yosef? Okay. Somebody said they rocking theirs right now. Lee every day. My brother, what's going on with you, man? The reason why I release 100 a month, because I want people to get it. Right. So if I got to release 100 a month and just to make sure everybody get theirs, fine. I don't want to exert myself. I'm a busy man. My wife helps me do my business when I can. I'm doing a bunch of other stuff, y'all. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of real estate, a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a lot of time, right? I'm doing consultations. I'm doing and by the way, I don't do consultations only for Patreon members, all right? So consultations only for Patreon members. But I do consultations. I do classes on Patreon. It's a lot that I do. I'm a family man. So I have to make time to ship the medallions out. All right. So I want to make sure if I can do 100 at a time, that's good for me. So the next time the medallions come out, y'all, you know, and they're beautiful. The next time they come out, you will have, and they sell out fast. So there will be only 100 available. All right. Probably 100, 120 available. Okay. And then that'll be it to the following month. So remember that, family. The 15th to the 20th every month, I'll be releasing medallions every month that month. All right. When a lot of people buy them and they slow down, I'll start releasing like probably 200. You know, just because I know it's not going to be. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be having people wait for their medallions 3-4 months down the line. You know what I'm saying? I want to be honest and fair here. So that's why. All right. So that's what it is, family. Someone said, how does the medallion feel for anyone who else has it? I've gotten a lot of testimonials that I'm going to be putting up on my website very soon. The first thing I felt when I put my medallion on is my heart chakra opened. Right. I felt very emotional. The second thing I noticed is that it was very hard for me to anger that day. I was driving through Houston traffic. I was going downtown the same day I got the medallion. And usually I'm pissed off at people in Houston because they drive crazy down here, right? Cut you off and everything. And I felt a sense of peace the whole day. I didn't get uptight. I didn't get frustrated at the people. It was just a sense of peace the whole day. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the meaning of prayer flags? All right, we'll get to the question in a second, family. So, that's what that is, and it does have the Gayatri mantra in the middle, and it has a torus field around it. That's why when it moves, it's actually sending different shapes and changing shapes and stuff like that. So that's what it is, family. So yes, more will be released, and in the future I will have different variations of medallions and stuff like that. All right. So also next Sunday is our event, Dare to Be Indigenous event. You don't have to be a tribal member to come, but we are expecting to see some of our tribal members out there. So, and a lot of tribal members are coming. So shout out to the ones that can make it. If you can't make it and you're a tribal member, it's okay. I understand. There will be more events in the future. You know what I'm saying? There will be more events in the future. And, you know, I understand, right? I understand, family. So I don't want you guys to worry too much. All right. So, yes, I think that's everything. Yes, family. Yes. So every month, family, new medallions will be released. All right. That's how we're going to rock out with them. All right. But I hope everybody's been having a good week. It's been good weather down here in Houston. The weather has cooled down a lot. It was 100 degrees every day for like 2.5 months straight. 100 degrees, almost about 3 months straight. It was 100 degrees every day. Can you imagine that? 100 degrees, my grass looked like hay. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, you know what I mean? It's hot, right? But now it's in the 90s, and it's crazy because 90s feel like you in the 70s down here. Nice and cool and everything. It cooled at night, right? But either way, I think Houston was a great idea for me to move here. It's a beautiful city, a lot to do. The neighbors are nice, you know what I'm saying? It's dope down here. Really dope. Especially if you run a business. It's a really good state for business. All right, let's get to some Q&A, y'all. Let's get to some Q&A. I spent about 7 minutes talking. So let's get to some Q&A, y'all. Once again, if I don't get to your question, don't get mad at me, okay? Sometimes I don't see them. I try to get to the highlighted ones, though. All right? I try to take care of those first, but once again, thank y'all. And we're going to get to some Q&A. Let's see here. Somebody said, where can they get a medallion? My website. New Life Tools Tribal Ministries, family. You go to YouTube and type it Google, type in New Life Tools. My website will pop right up. Let's see here. I recently bought, and now you know what I'll do next time, y'all. Also, give y'all a update before I put it on the website that they're about to drop. That way, people know. All right. I recently brought chlorophyll water, but every time I drink a drop, I start coughing the whole day. Is there anything you can recommend? So the reason why you're coughing is because chlorophyll cleans you out. Chlorophyll water will clean you out, family, especially a good chlorophyll water. It will get rid of all your mucus. It's hard to find a good chlorophyll water. There's a lot of chlorophyll out there, right? But you get a really good, strong minty chlorophyll. If you can get the chlorophyll with mint in it, that chlorophyll right there is really good for cleaning out mucus. Okay. But if it's making you cough, I recommend taking black seed oil. I'm not a medical professional. Let me just say that too, because they just shut down another one of my videos, y'all. It was called God's Plan, the Creator's Plan. And I know I was talking about a lot of the jabba dabba do stuff in there. All right. So they took that video down. That video came out last year. So I got to be careful what I say, but I want to make it known I'm not a medical professional. I don't claim to be a medical professional, right? Please do your own research. I'm not a financial expert, okay? Please do your own research with everything I'll tell you today. Please do your own research. But in my opinion, I would say take some black seed oil, and that will really help. Now, if you want to cleanse your body out real good, for like a good week straight, take you some chlorophyll. Some activated charcoal that'll clean your system out real good. And do that like once every 2 weeks. Don't overdo it with the activated charcoal. You'll be good. All right. First time catching live. Glad to see you. The Torch. Shout out to your family. Welcome, welcome. I have recently attained an awakening. If you can use the word, and I realize that I am the God self, and that I created my life for myself, and my soul burned into the spirit of God. Any opinion? No, I agree with everything you're saying. I agree with everything you're saying, family. I like what you're saying. Any advice for people who've come into, I'm gonna go straight down the line, y'all, and then I'm gonna skip around, all right? Any advice for new people who've come into knowledge and already moving through spiritual warfare and attacks? Yeah, depending on your karma, family, and who you are, you're going to have a lot of, being a spiritual person, you're going to have attacks. This is something that's going to happen. You know what I mean? But I want you to understand what the attacks are, right? The attacks are not to get you to give up. The attacks are to make you strong. And I know people don't want to hear that. It sounds so vague, like, oh, the attacks make you strong, But the truth is, you're being tested, right? If you're on the spiritual walk in order to achieve, some of you guys want to help people. You don't know what you're asking. You don't know what you're asking. There's a video that came out with this homeless guy talking to these people in the window. He's preaching the gospel to them and all this stuff. But the homeless guy said something very powerful. He said, look, man, you got to be careful what you ask God for, because what I wanted, when I thought I was ready for it, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to go through the fire. See, because he got to break you down and build you up. And I was like, this guy is 100% right. Right? Well, they say everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. You know what I'm saying? People just want to get to the destination, but you got to go through it, family. All right? So I want to encourage you. That's not a bad question. I want to encourage you and let you know that that's something that naturally happens to everybody that's waking up spiritually. Right? Your whole world is changing and shifting. So it may seem like attacks are happening, but you're just being shifted. When you're moving things, sometimes things fall out, stuff fall out of place, people slam their hand against the wall, your back hurt, you get hurt sometimes, and then sometimes it's a smooth ride. But either way, shifting is not easy. It's never easy, especially if you've been doing the same thing all your life, or if you've been taught the same thing all your life. Shifting is not easy, but it's part of nature. Everything in nature changes. Change is the only constant thing in the universe. Change. So things are going to change if you become spiritual. If you make a choice to walk the spiritual life, things are going to change whether you're ready for it or not. Right? I did a video a while ago called Let the Energy Transform You. Right? This energy is transformative. But you'll come out as pure gold, I promise you. Just stick with it, family. What's the meaning of prayer flags? People put prayer flags up for different reasons. A lot of it is because that way you don't have to keep praying the same prayer over and over and over. And then the prayer you want gets sent into the wind. When the wind blows, your prayers that you're asking for get sent into the wind, sent to heaven. That's why people put them out. They're very powerful and they are effective. And different cultures got different variations of prayer flags. Should the medallion sit on my heart? It currently stops at my navel. You might be wearing it a lot too low, family. It actually doesn't matter where you wear it. I don't recommend keep it in your pocket if it's in heat. I don't recommend sweating on it either. But I would recommend wearing it up high or maybe a little below between your rib cage. That's probably about as low I would say to wear it. All right. Now, if you can't wear it, and you got to keep it in your purse, cool, no problem. As long as you're not rubbing up against nothing, keep it safe in a nice bag. You'll be good. I know it's a little big, y'all, but it's not heavy at all, right? It's not heavy at all. So it's not as big as people think. It's really light. It's not that heavy. All right. Well, we will still be able to purchase at the event. Yes, I will have the medallions at the event. If you're coming to the event, I will have these, y'all. I think I want to bring probably like 50 of them to the event. You know, that's all I can get right now. I'm going to probably be selling my books and my medallions. Those are going to be the main two things I'll be selling. All right. My wife will be selling her makeup line. She has a makeup line that she created. She's going to be selling that. You guys will see that makeup line on my website very soon. She's big into lip gloss and, you know, face mask and all that stuff. She has and it costs Brother Yosef a lot of money to, you know what I'm saying, to make, you know what I'm saying, to make this. This ain't no private labeling. We made this. It costs a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? But she's happy with the products. And, you know, we're gonna keep pushing it. Brother Dreamwise will be there selling some of his stuff. You know, Brother Dreamwise got the Haritaki. He got the t-shirts. He got different herbal stuff. He'll be there as a vendor selling some stuff. But yeah, this pretty much is my first tribal event, and I'm hoping to get it bigger and bigger and bigger as we go. This is just the first time to try it out, family. We're not going to be in a hotel. We're going to be at an event space, where pretty much where people have weddings, and you know it's going to be dope. Got a little dance floor. You know what I'm saying? It's dope, family. I asked my pendulum, if I was to die now, what dimension would I go to, the fifth or the fourth? It said the fourth dimension, but not the fifth dimension. So I still got long ways to go. Well, going to the fourth dimension is not bad, family. It depends on how active your consciousness is in the fourth dimension. If you wake up, if you know how to wake up in your dreams, when you pass away, if you go to the fourth dimension, it's not going to be a bad experience at all. You're going to have a blast. You're going to be flying, walking on water. You're going to be doing whatever you want to do. Some people just dream, right? And they don't have really control of their dreams like that. So I would say this: everybody who passes away, make sure you look at your hands when you pass away. It will help you wake up if you can remember that. Also, on my Patreon channel, I gave away an Earth energy battery. Everybody can do an Earth energy battery, right? And the Earth energy battery will be like a beacon for you when you pass away. You can go there and get energy in the astral plane. So the tree that you bury your Earth energy battery under, you can actually go to the astral plane version of that tree and get power from that when you pass away. You can get power from that. All right. So on the land that we have, we're going to be planting a lot of different trees. We're going to be planting wealth tree. We're going to plant a money tree on my land. We're going to be planting a tree for protection. We have a big oak tree that we're going to have. And I'm going to ask people, tribal people, hey, you come, bring your bag with you, you know, with the ingredients that I tell you, and bury it under this tree. And it's going to be a protective tree. All right. So it's a lot of things you can do with that. So, but yes, that's something you can create, an energy battery, family. And I'll talk about that on my Patreon channel. Very, very powerful tool to move you forward. Is there a difference between wizard and warlock? Where did the name warlock originate from? I appreciate you, bro. Yosef, stay up. Just Michael, I appreciate that, brother. Good question, man. Good question. So this is also something I recently talked about on my Patreon channel. The difference between a wizard, a warlock, and I think I talked about a shaman. I've talked about a few things, right? And all these titles are real. So a wizard is a wise person. They're a person that deals more with incantations, wizards, right? So wizard don't deal a lot with spells. They deal more with incantations. That's why if you watch Lord of the Rings and Gandalf, he was fighting Solomon, I think his guy was the guy with all white on, and they were just having a verbal match. They were like, one was on a mountain, and the other one was on a tower, and they just were having their hands out, chanting these words of power. They were chanting these words at each other, and one guy from all the way across the world, from him chanting words in the tower, he was making boulders fall down on Gandalf and them as they was walking up the mountain, just from chanting words. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to block it with his words. You see what I'm saying? So that's a wizard. Those were wizards in that show. They're big on incantation. A warlock is a person that works with spirits directly, and they tend to have control over spirits. They work with any type of spirit you could think of, an angel, a demon, the dead. You know, they tend to control and work with mystical. How can I say this? Mystical forces to a certain extent, but just think of them as beings that control spirits, right? Warlocks. They can send spirits after you. They can control spirits, all right? A sorcerer, let's talk about a sorcerer too, right? A sorcerer, so we talk about what a wizard is, a wise person that works with incantations. A warlock is a person that works with spirits, right? And they control spirits, right? And a warlock is like a male witch in so many words. It's another word for a witch, but it's a male witch. They call them warlocks, right? And a sorcerer, right, is a person that works directly with mystical powers, right? And they get a lot of power from mystical beings, sorcerers, right? They get a lot of power from mystical beings. That's why you see Doctor Strange, everything he uses, he calls it the shield of this person and the bands of Sidorak. You know what I mean? He uses the bands of Sidorak to do this, and the Sidorak is a demon, in case y'all didn't know that. So most people don't know this. Doctor Strange gets all his powers from a demon named Sidorak. If you know, shout out to all my people out there that know about the comic books. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So when he shot, if you watch the Avengers Endgame and he shot the bands at Thanos, and he covered them in all these bands, those were the bands of Sidorak. Very powerful. Sidorak is the same being that gave the Juggernaut his powers, right? Sidorak is the same being that gave the Juggernaut his powers. All right, let me stop talking about that because I get excited and I start talking about comic books and y'all get me going. So I'm gonna move forward. But that's what a sorcerer is, all right? That's why you know, speaking of working with divine beings, right? Like a sorcerer does, right? And a demon is a divine being, right? Just like an angel and elemental, right? So speaking of working with divine beings, Doctor Strange, if you guys didn't know that, he gives up his cloak. His cloak makes him the sorcerer supreme, right? He gives up his cloak to a guy named Brother Voodoo. So for those who don't know about comic books, there's a guy in Marvel Comics that's stronger than Doctor Strange. They call him Brother Voodoo. He's a black guy and he does voodoo. They call him Brother Voodoo. Very powerful. He ends up becoming a sorcerer supreme. All right. So yeah, that's what a sorcerer is. I'm looking at this question again about the chlorophyll. Maybe I misunderstood the person, but yes, I would recommend getting liquid chlorophyll with mint and yeah, mixing that with water, and you know, put a couple drops in there. Make sure the chlorophyll is really green. Okay, but if you're coughing, like I said, get that black seed oil. That'll help. That will really help. What it mean when tap into your energy and start seeing energy in the air? I see stuff on other level. I can just look at the sun. I can look through the sun. Okay. So it means that you're seeing energy, family. If you're seeing energy on that level, that's exactly what it is. You're seeing energy. All right. Auntie April, thank you for the donation. What if you are aware that you are a healer, but you don't want to use your gift due to being an empath? That's a bad idea. If you're given a gift, you must use it. Some people wish they had gifts, family. So if you're a gifted healer, you have to use that. And I understand because I'm an empath, right? Sometimes you don't want to be around all these different people. People's energy gets bad and rough. You don't want to be around these people. I totally understand, right? But if you have the powers of a healer and you don't want to, it stops you from healing people because you may not like their energy. I can understand that, but you still have a job to do. All right, if that makes sense. You still have a job to do, family. And I understand the process of healing. So everybody who you try to heal can't be healed because some people, even though they say they want healing, they actually don't. Do y'all know that? Some people who want to be healed, they actually don't in the subconscious level. And they know it. They just don't think about it. So they want to be healed, but in the back of their mind, they like the fact that people feel bad for them, feel sorry for them. They like the fact that people have to cater to them, right? They like the fact that they could be handicapped. They like those things. People pay them attention more. So as much as they, and then, some people are really, really sick. They get money from the government and stuff like that. So some people want to be healed, but some people don't want to be healed. They want to stay in that place. They want to stay in that place. They don't want to be healed. And you can't help a person like that. Can't help a person like that, family. And you have to know as a healer who is like that. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, brother Joseph, are all sports industries bad to get into? I wouldn't say that. I know that they're designed to be a distraction, right? Everything in this world is designed. So sports, as much as people love sports, they're designed to be a distraction, right? There's nothing wrong with watching them, but some people lose their mind over sports, especially soccer. Y'all see people get killed at soccer games, trampled. People fight at football games. It gets wild, right? It gets wild. So it's a distraction, family. There's nothing wrong with liking sports. You know what I mean? I'm not into sports as much as I used to be. But every now and then I watch a basketball game. I like basketball. I like NBA. I like a little football. You know what I'm saying? But I like weird sports too. Not weird. I don't want to call them weird sports, but I watch bowling all day. If there's a bowling channel, I watch somebody bowl all day. I like to bowl. MMA, I can watch MMA fighting all day. I'm coming from the spirit bloodline of a war god. So I like to see war movies and I like to see fighting stuff. You know what I mean? I started having detailed dream sand, talking to spirits. Also, how can I tell the difference between the vision being a warning or if the spirit is teaching me something I can use in my walk in life? Well, that's a good question. So the way you can tell a difference, family, is very simple. If the dreams are blatant, people have to understand how to decode dreams. So if the dream is like your animal spirit, I bring up that a lot, right? We use that as an example. If the animal spirit is trying to bite you or kick you or do something, it's trying to warn you about something, right? If you're being chased by something in your dreams every night, entity, a star spirit, you're being warned about a part of yourself, right? That may be drawing some negativity to you. That's what that is. That's yourself you're running from. I don't care how grotesque and ugly it looks. That's yourself. All right? That's yourself. Even if you're fighting other people in dreams, you're fighting yourself. Right? You're fighting yourself, family. So that's what it was. If it's something positive, it's blatant, It's blatant, but sometimes they got to be decoded. So just to understand, the way the dream is trying to warn you is by you're running from something in your dreams, or your animal spirit that comes to you and tries to bite you or get your attention. It's doing that to get your attention. To this day, family, I get dreams about my snake biting me on the hand. It's always my left hand. Always my left hand. A snake bites me. And when that happens, I used to get scared. And the last time it happened, the last few times it happened, I just look at the snake biting me. you know, and I see it biting me. It's got its spinning its head like it's trying to bite my arm, bite my hand off. But that is just a sign that it's warning me about something, you know, so take heed. Thank you for the donation, Dwayne. I appreciate that. And anything outside of that will be something that is more teaching you something. Okay. Ken Fitness, thank you for the donation. During meditation, I see purple and feel vibrations. Also, I feel my third eye throbbing. Is this progress or the body and the mind trying to distract me? This is definitely progress. Purple is the color of the third eye. You can call it violet, purple, whatever, you know. So that is the color of the third eye. So you're definitely seeing the right frequency, color frequency. And if you're feeling a throbbing, without a shadow of a doubt, that is your third eye throbbing. So that is a good thing. That's progress, family. That's progress. Congratulations on that. Had a dream about the future. I believe I found myself in a club where some people were half human and others were half alien. Does that mean I came from the future or just time traveled? It could mean a lot of things. And thank you for the donation, family. Cristano. That could mean a lot of things, family. All right. Could mean a whole lot of things. It doesn't mean that you actually traveled from the future or you came from the future. It could mean a lot of things. It could mean that those are parts of your consciousness as well. Okay. And yes, you could have time traveled. You could have time traveled, family. I do that in my dreams all the time. Let's see here. All right, family. Thank you for helping me to kickstart my spiritual journey. I appreciate you so much. Lamb K Slays. Thank you very much for the donation, family. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Peace, God. I had to ask, how can one increase their power through magic? How could you heal yourself using magic? There's a lot of ways to increase your power through magic. Once again, see, I'll be giving this stuff out of my Patreon, y'all. Some of this stuff is old too. I did a class on this, and I was talking about your shin energy. I just did a gemstone class on my Patreon too, and I gave out a gemstone that can help increase your shin energy. But if you can find it, family, right, this will increase your shin energy. There's something called the long life mantra. Look it up. The long life mantra. Speak that as a spiritual practice. It will help you increase your shin, which is your spiritual energy. Okay. You can heal yourself through magic by using incantations and spells, right? Herbs. It all depends on what type of healing you need. Some healings don't require magic. Magic is nothing but science, right? Science. That's all magic is. So when you see high level technology that aliens are flying around in, that's magic, y'all. You know, but magic is the highest form of technology and science. Okay. Dante, thank you for that donation. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's see here. Albany in the building. Shout out to upstate New York. Brother Joseph, I had a dream. You brought me a bundle of organic bananas. Then you said, you're coming back to holler at me. What does that mean? That means I'll see you again in the dream world, family. I mean, I'll see you again in the dream world. That's a dream I do not remember. I do remember meeting a lot of people in the dream world. I do not remember that one. But see, in the fourth dimension, I could have a dream about a person and they may not get the dream for 4 months, 4 or 5 months down the line. Time is different in the fourth dimension. It's different, right? So what you dream to me could be something that I may dream about and I may have an experience with 4 or 5 months down the line. So shout out to you, family. But it simply means I'm coming back. I don't know what I'm bringing back, but you know that's what that means, family. All right. Shout out to everybody coming in. Y'all still drinking y'all hydrogen water? Y'all remember I put y'all on to that, right? Hopefully they ain't take that video down. The power of hydrogen water. Hopefully y'all still drinking y'all hydrogen water too. I still got my machine. I broke mine. I had got a more expensive one. 8-star child, thank you for the donation. I saw a Nomo while having a Obi. I got scared and went back into my body. Would you be willing to talk with me about this? Talk to me about this. You mean like, I don't know if you mean personally, talk to you personally about it. You have to be a Patreon member, family. I don't do consultations for just I don't do regular consultations right now. I do consultations for Patreon members only right now, family. But thank you for the donation, DG. I really appreciate that. But that's I would love to talk to you about it. You know what I mean? And if you think about a Patreon, you're coming out cheaper to get the consultation with me, right? Because it's, you know, it's $65 plus you get the videos instead of $100. You see what I'm saying? Every time you talk to me. But this is only for 30 minutes on Patreon. People talk to me for 30 minutes. The other consultation was for an hour. I don't do hour consultations right now, family. I just don't be having a time like that no more. Mineral drops are fire. Yes, they are. We were supposed to experience life in spiritual ease, but when we lose our way, we use earth elements to connect to our highest level. Okay. Just a YouTube account. Thank you for the donation. Peace, brother Yosef. Turtle, thank you for the donation. Peace, brother Yosef. Not an awakened dreamer yet. Been trying, but the other day I woke up for about 15 seconds and I was in a spaceship and I felt my heart so heavy than I ever felt it. I woke up thoughts. What do you mean by you felt your heart was so heavy? Do you mean you felt sad? I don't know, family. I wasn't on a spaceship with you. But I think that's very dope because your astral form was on a spaceship, right? It happens to a lot of us. I wake up on spaceships all the time, so I think that was dope, family. You finally had a push through, right? And I would practice it. Subconscious programming. Keep telling yourself before you go back to sleep, I want to go on a spaceship. I want to meet aliens. I want to do this, and your subconscious mind will help you go there. But I think it's a dope experience you have, family. I'm not sure what you mean by I felt my heart so heavy than I ever felt it and woke up. I don't know if you mean you felt sad. And if you did, I don't know. I have to be on that ship with you, family. You know, I don't want to lie to you. Cristiano, thank you for the donation. Can I join the Patreon at 18? That's up to YouTube, family. I'm not sure. You have to ask YouTube about that. Oh, you mean Patreon? I don't know. If you're 18, it's up to Patreon. You got to join Patreon, family. I'm not sure what the age limit is on there. Emilio, what's up, my brother? We still have the 3D dragons. My daughter loves them. She has them on her dresser right now. There was a guy at our last event. He 3D printed dragons for my daughter and me. I still have mine in my office over here, but my daughter has hers right at her dresser. She loves them, so I appreciate that, brother. You know, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. When I have these events, y'all bring me some of the most beautiful gifts, man. Y'all don't know how much I get crystals, gold and silver. People bringing me gold and silver. You know what I'm saying? Gold and silver. Here you go, brother Joseph. Here goes a gold back note. Here goes a silver coin. I'm like, wow. So y'all be blessing me, man. You know what I'm saying? I get clothes, hats. I know at this conference, a sister she can't bring it on the plane. She gonna make me and my wife a blanket. She's knitting a blanket for us. Bless. Thank y'all. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that so much. The last event, sister made me Joseph in the coat of many colors. Sister got me one of those robes. I was like, what? It's a little tight on me. Brother Joseph got to drop a couple pounds before but I'm going to get in there one day. You know what I'm saying? I still got it, sister. I'm going to get in there one day. Oh, man. Let me see. What is the difference between incarnation and invocation? Are you sure you mean incarnation or you mean incantation? Oh, incantation. Excuse me. I apologize. What is the difference between incantation and invocation? So an incantation, family, let's start with invocation. Invocation, family, is when you invoke things. Okay? When you're saying words of power to invoke something. Okay? To invoke something. All right? Incantation is a magical spell you say out of your mouth. It's a spell you say. So a lot of people get it twisted. A lot of people think spells have to do with mixing all the stuff together. No, you can say a spell just by saying certain words. You just have to say it the right way. So that's what incantation is, family. What does it mean when you see dragonflies in your dreams? Dragonflies are one of the main insects that fairies turn into to hide themselves. So if you're in the area and you see a lot of dragonflies, that's a good symbol of there's fairies present. There's fairies present. The first fairy I saw physically in life was riding on the back of a dragonfly. I had to check my reality when I saw that because I didn't think I saw what I saw. I was working a security job at a school, sitting outside on the front of the car, just enjoying the day, and I was conscious that I had just started seeing auras. I just started seeing auras, y'all. So this had to be around 2013, 2014. I just started seeing auras, and I'm working a security job. I'm sitting there, and my wife's getting ready to pick me up from work. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing these dragonflies everywhere. And one flies past me, and I see a red-skinned person on the dragonfly. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw it, I had my reality shattered. My reality shattered. I didn't know anymore. I didn't know. I was flabbergasted. Like I was speechless. And I looked at it and I wanted to follow it, but it's almost like something wouldn't let me follow it. It just flew away. So every dragonfly I see now, I'll be looking on the back of it, to see if there's a fairy there. But fairies do turn themselves. And I end up learning that a few months later. I had a dream while I was in my grandmother's old house. And my grandmother passed away, but I was in her old house. And all of a sudden, these bumblebees started flying around me. And the bumblebees turned into fairies. And then the fairies turned into dragonflies. And a fairy told me in the fourth dimension that, yes, we do turn into dragonflies to shield ourselves from humans. And we also ride on dragonflies. So I thought that was real dope, family. Real dope. I was met by two dragons in a dream. Cam Martin, thank you for the donation. I was met by two dragons in a dream that turned human. They said to fully transform, I must fly up, then fly down. I did that in a dream and turned into a dragon. How can I apply this quote to the waking world? That's going to be kind of hard to apply to the waking world, family. That was for you at that moment. I don't think that's meant to be applied to the waking world. Okay, that was for you at that moment, family. All right. Can you consider doing scheduled lives to get more people in here? Well, it ain't a big deal to me, family, how many people show up. I'm grateful that people do. We got what, 643 people in here. I'm grateful. So I don't schedule my lives, family, because I'm a very busy person. And I might say I'll be on at 6 o'clock and it may not work. So to schedule a live is kind of hard sometimes. All right. All right, sis. To schedule a live is kind of hard sometimes, family. I just pop up. I know how I do. That's a long name you got, family. Is the Kiowi tribe, Tasalagi tribe, you spelled it wrong, but is the tribe recognized by the government? That's a good question. No. We are a non-federally recognized tribe, but we are recognized by a government outside the United States. All right? That's a whole another thing. We are not recognized by the United States, and we don't want to be recognized by the United States. All right? We don't want nothing to do with the United States. All right? Not at all, family. So, no. And I know some people who are getting into indigenous stuff, they think that the best way to go sometimes to be federally recognized. No, it's not. Like all the federally recognized Indians, they got to follow by rules and regulations to get things from the government. And all the government do is get them food stamps. I'm good. Give them Medicaid. I'm good, man. We believe in doing for self. We believe in doing for self. And so far, we're doing pretty good. Let me see here. Brother Joseph, have you ever worked with Ra, the sun god? How could Ra help you? Yes, I have worked with Ra, the sun god, before. And he can help you in any way. He can do anything. He's an elder god. No, so there are some gods that are gods. You got some gods that are elder gods. Ra is an elder god. So he can do anything. Pretty much all the gods can do anything, right? But Ra's a triple OG. So he can do anything. So you name it, he can help you with it. All right. Bro, Yosef, my daughter had a dream where she met a vampire who was nice to her, but bit her on the arm. He called her his new wife. Oh, God. How do I help her? You didn't say anything wrong, family. Goddess, Earth, Goddess. Thank you for the donation as well. When that happens in dreams, the vampire is trying to mark her. All right. Thank God that it is a vampire that's on the fourth dimension. It's not down here, right? Which means that vampire is a thought form. I'm gonna break this down for you because I've seen vampires in the higher worlds do this. I don't want to say the higher worlds, the fourth dimension. It is higher than this, but the fourth dimension. Whenever you see a vampire in your dreams, that is a thought form of another vampire. Okay. And those vampires still feed off energy. So when they do that, that vampire is pretty much saying it's going to come back again. Okay. It wants to come back again. All right. The best thing to help her, in my opinion, two things, because you're dealing with a thought form, which means that this thing is going to try to get in her mind first, and then it's going to try to come after her in her dreams again and stuff like that. Two things I will say. The first thing is she's going to need some type of medallion or something to protect herself. I'm not sure how old your daughter is. This may be too big for her, but she's going to need something. Go get the Helm of All off eBay or anything, right? Something to protect herself while she's sleeping. Okay? The second thing is I want you to anoint her when she goes to sleep with holy oil. Holy oil is very easy to make, family. All you do is you get some. All you do is you get some. You get the 42-letter name of God. Print it out. Just type that in Google, or the 72-letter name of God. Either one works. You're gonna get some olive oil, and you're gonna sit that on there for 24 hours. Set that small bottle of olive oil on that paper for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, take some and make the solar cross on your daughter's head, which is a circle and a cross in the middle. That's a solar cross. That solar cross is a shield to keep negative energy away. All right. So I recommend anointing her. Okay. And that will really help, family. That will really help. If it gets really bad with her, which it shouldn't be right now, but if it does, you may have to find a priestess or a priest that can, but it being that's a thought form, family, you do those things, it can help. If you're just coming in, we talked about the medallions already. And the medallions, to let you guys know, if you want one, they will only be 100 to 120 released every month. And I'm doing that so that you guys can get your products. I don't want y'all waiting 2 and 3 months, 4 months down the line to get your products. So I do what I can do. I do 100 to 120 at a time, and between the 15th and the 20th of every month, I'll release another 100, 120 medallions. All right. And I won't be coming out with a new one to probably like next year or something like that. So that's what I would recommend, family. Do you think it's vampires in the psychic spiritual community? Absolutely. Absolutely, family. Absolutely. Believe it or not, garlic does work against vampires, but garlic is smelly. You know what I'm saying? Garlic does keep them away. It does work against them, but it's very smelly. You don't want to walk around smelling like garlic all day. You know what I'm saying? But if you take a garlic pill for the day, that will keep them away. A garlic pill. Like I'm talking about a physical one. You know what I'm saying? A garlic pill. But it's not the best option. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be burping, and you're gonna be talking, and your breath gonna smell like garlic. I know because I take garlic pills sometimes. Garlic pill is really good for cleaning you out, cleaning out your system. Brother Yosef, a lot of people are talking about reality shifting these days. So I was wondering, what's your opinion on reality shifting into the other universe, and what is it really? So I talked about this a lot of times, Brother Gerald. Thank you for watching. I talk about this a lot of times, how and people are seeing the evidence of it right now. I talk about this since like 2020. I say, hey, as we go deeper into the fourth dimension, which we are moving deeper into now, the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to be met by extraterrestrials. Okay, we're going to be met by extraterrestrial ETs. They will meet us as we move higher into the vibration, because they can come here at that point. Another thing that's happening is things that have never been seen on Earth is happening. You're seeing mermaids now, right? All these things are us shifting and moving into a new reality, or reality shifting, right? The thing is, Earth has already been through the state before. The so-called powers that be don't want the Earth to evolve. They want to keep it down here because they can control you here. It's hard to control a fourth dimensional being. It's really hard. It's easy to control you in the third dimension, but you can't fly, you can't walk on water, you can't run fast, you can't do none of that stuff. Right? So they want to keep you here where they can control you, because the beings that control you, some of them are fourth dimensional beings. Not all of them. Some of them are fourth dimensional beings. All right. Every time I'm deep in meditation, a succubus comes at night and interferes with my dream. I even catch it hiding sometimes. How can I stop this? Because I've tried everything I know to do. A succubus is my specialty. That's my specialty, family. That's one of the first spirits I ever got into a real fight with. Right. And y'all know the story. I ain't got to repeat the story. But it involved me and my wife and a succubus in the story. All right. So what I recommend you doing, family, buy a Eye of Ra, or Eye of Horus medallion. You can get them on eBay for like $20. Amazon. Get you a small gold one or silver. And I want you to do what I just told the young lady to do earlier with the oil. Take the olive oil, put it on the 42 layering guide. And I want you, that's going to turn to holy oil. I want you to then rub some on a medallion. Now, another thing that works is I have something, well, I don't have it. I'm not selling it right now, but I will have some in the event. Holy moon oil, right? That helps to do that as well. Also, I recommend anybody out there who have the holy moon oil, I did a video on how to make it on YouTube for free. It's my own invention. You can take some of that and rub it on a white candle and light the white candle while you're sleeping. And you will have no negative entities try to come around you. I can promise you that. Once again, get some holy moon oil. And you can do this too, Dwayne. Get you some holy moon oil. I did it for free on Amazon, on YouTube, how to make it. You rub some of it on a white candle or drop a few drops inside of a white candle if you have a glass candle. And light that candle and sleep with that candle next to you in your room. And you will notice a lot of things will stay away, okay? But also you can do the small little medallion thing I was telling you about. Rub some oil on there, and that will protect you in your dreams. That will stop them, all right? I've had a shadow man following me since I was 5 years old. I see him when I'm astral traveling. Thanks. Okay, if you had a shadow man following you since you were 5, that could be a lot of things. Could be a whole lot of things, family. It could also be a person from the past. It could be a dead person. It could be a ghost. It could be a lot of things, family, that's following you. I recommend wearing protection to keep that thing off you. Not no crystals. Some crystals are powerful if you know how to make them powerful. But I recommend wearing something powerful, family. Like I always tell you, you don't have to get my stuff. You can get you a Helm of All. I was giving y'all medallions to wear before that. Get the Helm of All. It's powerful. All right. All right, y'all. I'm going to answer a few more here. Yeah, I said it. Thank you for being a moderator on here. I actually made you a moderator by accident, and you do a good job. So I want to say thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's see here. I'm planning on changing the spelling of my name, but I am a tribal member already. Do I need to refile a new affidavit? I know I need a new ID card now. By the way, I still haven't gotten my ID card. Okay, if you haven't gotten your ID card, family, email us, and we'll take care of you. We'll take care of you. Usually right now, everybody got their ID cards. I'm not sure how long you've been in the process. But we'll take care of you. You know, sometimes it's a delay, but we'll take care of you, family. But I will say, if you're going to legally change your name, I would recommend changing the affidavit as well, updating the affidavit. Okay. But make sure you email me after this on the QnA tribe at gmail.com. I'm pretty sure you have the email. Email me on that, and we'll see what the holdup is. All right. But yes, I would change that. And the reason why we make y'all, I know other people teach different processes, but the reason why we tell you guys to use your birth name to file the affidavit for the tribe is because if your family comes looking for you down the line in history, they don't know your tribal name. They don't know, so say one of your nephews and your nieces want to come find you. They know the family's name. So you can do the tribal name. Don't get it twisted. But first, let's put that bloodline name down and attach your bloodline to it. Then we can go to the other thing, all right? The tribal name. Let's see here, bro. Yosef, does saying the anabacoic throughout the day really good things constantly? And is it good to pray for someone who has been shot? Of course, family. Of course, if somebody's been shot, definitely pray for them. Yes, and it's good to say that throughout the day. Absolutely. Let's see here. How do I tell the difference between this is a good, interesting question. Brother Joseph, how do I tell the difference between Project Bluebeam and the real extraterrestrials? If you're a regular person, that's pretty hard to tell the difference. Because the main way I'll be able to tell that night is I could go to sleep. And once I go to sleep, I can go up there and find out, you know what I'm saying, how real that is. But also I can see energy very well, and I can know if it's a hologram or if it's real. Right? I'll know. What are your thoughts on necromancy and communicating with the dead who are trying to communicate with you? I don't see nothing wrong with the family. Altar work is communicating with the dead. You know, when you work, when you do your altar work, you're communicating with the dead. So, in the realm of altar work, I have no problem with that. But I think if you're trying to do a spell to, like, you know, call on the dead, you should be careful because you got to know what you're really doing. I'm not one of those people that believe in just telling people to just do black magic or do white magic, even if it's a white magic. I don't care. You got to study and practice and know what you're doing. Get it from a good source and know what you're doing before you move. That's all I would say about that. Peace. I'm going to your event October 1st and would love to have you on my podcast while I'm in Houston, Texas. Okay, well, you can email me, family. We could try to set that up. All right. Thank you for the donation. All right. We could try to set that up, family. I can't promise you because there's a lot going on. I'll probably be a little bit more free after the event than before the event. All right. I'll probably be a little bit more free after the event, meaning that I'll be free a couple of days, the next few days after. So if you got free time next few days after the first, I'll probably be free then. But I can't promise you I can make it. Can't promise you. It's a lot going on, family. But email me, family. We'll talk about it. Let's see here. I'm about to get back on YouTube, y'all, to start dropping like crazy. I've been building. I've been busy. I've been on my land a lot, y'all. That's really was, I've been doing a lot of real estate stuff, man. And especially on my land, I got that cleared out. We about to start moving and grooving, you know what I'm saying? So, but we taking it in steps and moderation, you know what I mean? And it's happening. Things are going great. So we're going to keep moving with that. And, that's one of the things that keeps me busy a lot right now. I love to watch an interview with you, man. Well, I have tons of interviews out there I did with people, family. Type in Brother Yosef, I'm pretty sure one to pop up. And then Brother Rich, I do one Brother Rich every month or every other month, something like that. Shout out to y'all. Y'all really love that Lucifer video I did with Brother Rich a few weeks ago. Yeah, I really love that one. Is black magic uncontrolled chaos or is it dark magic? I did a video that I took down called How to Evolve in the Left-Hand Path. Right? Black magic, dark magic is more powerful than black magic. I would say black magic is like elementary school, dark magic is college. Okay. Some people don't know that there's levels to this. Right? There's level. I was going to call this video that when I did this video, I was going to call it There's Levels to This. Some people don't know that there's levels to this. So when I call something dark, some people say, well, no, Brother Yosef, it means the triple blackness of the womb. Okay, that's one level. No, Brother Yosef, darkness is melanin. Okay, that's true, but that's one level. It's more than just melanin. Come on now. We metaphysicians. We're occultists. Like, it's more than melanin. That's one sign of it. Right? There can also be a negative aspect to darkness. It's just the truth, right? So black magic is more of uncontrolled chaos. If you learn how to control the chaos, it becomes more powerful and becomes dark magic. All right? And that's all I'll say about that. What do I think about autism? Is there a way to curb the effects? I'm not a medical expert, family, and I'm not sure about that one. All right. What's special about September 23rd? I'm not sure. Mr. Hello Kitty, bro, Joseph, I sent a question in the super chat. Let me see. What was your question, family? Mr. Hello Kitty. I don't know if I answered your I'm sorry, Miss Hello Kitty. How do you destroy a negative thought form you created in the past? That's a very good question, family. Go to YouTube and type in Brother Yosef negative thought forms. I did a whole video for free on YouTube about that, family. I explain what they are, how they're created, and how you can get rid of them. All right. Once again, y'all, if I skip y'all questions, don't get mad at me. I can't hit everybody up. Right? I'm looking for some really good questions. I'm gonna do like 2 more, and I gotta go. Do you think the aliens who showed up in Mexico are real? Yes. Yes, I do. How can someone not have a soul? Could you please explain? Can you please tell us how that works? Okay. You have some people on this planet that are clones, and they weren't created through. They're literally a clone of a person. That's one way to get a person without a soul. So not having a soul, it operates in different ways, right? So people can be born without souls, right? Through cloning, right? A clone doesn't have a soul. It just doesn't. Meaning that that person will always be who they are. They can't change. If you have a soul, you can transform, you can grow. If you don't have a soul, you're just always going to be who you are. And usually that's going to be something negative, right? Y'all seen they clone Tyrone? That was a very interesting. I finally watched that. That was really good. They clone Tyrone. Another way a person could not have a soul is they sell it. They give it up. And you can give up your soul in a lot of ways, family. You can give up your soul slowly. And the most famous way of giving up your soul slowly is when you sign a record contract with these companies and they tell you got to wear pink pants and tight jeans and you got to wear purple hair and gold teeth and you got to wear dark sunglasses every day and you got to talk like this. You got to rap like that. When people do that and you don't have a choice, you just sold your soul. They're taking your whole personality away from you and giving you theirs. That's another way you sell your soul. All right. I answered this last one, and then I gotta go, y'all. This is super chat one. Talia Roberts, thank you for the donation. What does this mean? I was fully awake. My body became hot and buzzy. I went inside my own heart space to a sky full of water. I saw quartz eye above and pearl below in rainbow frequencies. It sounds like you went inside an aspect of your consciousness, family. That's what it sounds like to me. Sound like you were able to go inside an aspect of your consciousness. There's parts of your consciousness where you can see geometric shapes. You saw a quartz eye above you and you saw beautiful rainbow frequencies. Right? So I think that's what you did. Travaris Crawford, peace. You are from Rochester, New York, my hometown. What's a metaphysical store? Are you asking what a good metaphysical store is? You can go to Mystic Treasures. Tell her Yosef sent you, right? Or Makai. Tell her Makai or Makai or Yosef sent you. She's gonna know who that is. I haven't been there in a while. I should have. I actually was just in New York, but I didn't get a chance to go there. But that is, in my opinion, she has the best crystals. Even in Houston, I haven't found a person in Houston that has better crystals than this lady. This lady has an incredible crystal collection. And if you cool with her, she can get you a crystal that you may be looking for that she don't got. You know, she used to do that for me a lot. So shout out to her. You know, the store is called Mystic Treasures. I think she just moved to Jefferson Avenue, brother. Jefferson Road, excuse me. I think she moved to Jefferson Road. She used to be on East Main Street across from the Delta Sonic by 104 WDKX. She used to be right there, right across from Delta Sonic. Now she is on Jefferson Road. She also has a Instagram, Mystic Treasures. You can go on there too. All right, Mystic Treasures. Mystic Treasures. That's the name of the store, family. Shout out to a fellow Rochester. Are you the brother that worked at the Wendy's? I saw you at Wendy's one time. About a year or two ago. Probably not. Probably somebody else. But yes, family. Thank you guys for being on here. Thank you guys for the donations. I'm gonna after this lecture is over, I'm gonna have a lot more time to do some things. So I'm gonna get back on YouTube and start rocking it out like crazy. Like I still got a lot of stuff to talk about. You know, I got a lot of stuff I never talked to you guys about. I never taught before on here. So more is coming back to YouTube. When I moved to Houston, I kind of got off of YouTube a little bit, if y'all noticed that, because I got so busy. But I still did YouTube videos, but I didn't do them as much. I used to do a video every week, 1 or 2 videos a week. So that's going to change, family. We're going to start getting back on YouTube, rocking out, doing more videos, more live streams, and making it happen. All right. So this is Brother Yosef. Thank you guys for being on here. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, we're going to be October 1st, 1600 Ritchie Road, Houston, Texas. About 15 minutes away from the airport, family. We're going to have our indigenous, Dare to be Indigenous event. We're going to be talking about animism, how to connect with your spirit totem. We're going to be talking about what it is to be an American Aborigine. Okay. And we're going to have a lot of tribal people out there just having a good old time. All right. So yes, come on to that. Once again, the medallions will be out between the 15th and the 20th of every month. If you're looking for a medallion, it's only going to be between 100 to 120. I think the next batch will be 120 released at a time. All right. And I will have these at the event. If you're coming to the event in Houston, I'm going to bring about 50 of these to the event. All right. So, yes. So if you want to book a Brother Yosef or a medallion, I'll have it at the event. All right. So, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace, family.